بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإن كنتم على سفر ولم تجدوا كاتبا فرهان مقبوضة، فإن أمن بعضكم بعضا فليؤد الذي اؤتمن أمانته وليتق الله ربه ولا تكتموا الشهادة، ومن يكتمها فإنه آثم قلبه والله بما تعملون عليم. لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض، وإن تبدوا ما في أنفسكم أو تخفوه يحاسبكم به الله، فيغفر لمن يشاء ويعذب من يشاء، والله على كل شيء قدير. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله، وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها، لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا، ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا، ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به، واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا، أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. صدق الله العظيم.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Emmeha hamd sana ta'rif hagwegen wani gada kiritwanta Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Salawata salam levunge di dua kurani mi ummatuge ma nabiya Muhammadun Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Misalawata salam ga ekaleg fange itur alunna mitur sahabin shamil kurang. Dive hirajye ge utama fandiyar Ahmed Muthasim Adnan. Judicial Service Commission ge Rais Hisan Hussein. U.S. Ambassador to the Maldives Honorable Hugo Yan. UNDP Maldives Deputy Resident Representative Pek Chuan Gun. Judicial Service Commission ge memberun. Sharui Court ge fandiyarun. Mi rasmiyat ga bæri wadagannawa emmeha izzaterin adi mi rasmiyat ge emmeha bæverin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dive hirajye ge anghen fandiyarun ge devana mahasintaya tiya emmeha befurna marhaba dannawan.
Assalamu alaikum and a very warm welcome to all distinguished guests gathered here today for the second Maldives Women Judges Conference.
Mi rasmiyat kuriya daanigoin hoshala mideni Department of Judicial Administration ge Administrative Officer Alugan Amha Abubakar adi Judicial Service Commission ge Assistant Director Nihaya Ahmed. Rasmiyat feshgen diyei Kirit Quran ge barakatum. Kirit Quran kiyawa vidalwe devvi Department of Judicial Administration ge Assistant Director Al-Falila Fatmat Mizna. Agenda ge furatama itemaki American Rajye Kandalu Wafawa Safir Honorable Hugo Yan ge waqful dekkevu. Safir Honorable Hugo Yan ge waqful fahu United States Department of Justice Opdet Maldives Legal Specialist Hatif Hilmi ge waqful dekkevun onnane. Eya fahu den kuriya dani mirasmiyat ge sharafveri mehman adi divehi rajye ge utama fandiyar Ahmed Muthasim Adnan rasmiyat ge bæverina muhatab kurawwa waqful dekkevun. Mirasmiyat nimumu ge gotun Chief Judicial Administrator Aishath Rizna waqful dakkawane. Rasmiyat nimigen dani tiya befrunge sharafka tayyar kureifawa bilamir kollevumakun. Bilamir kollevuma wadagenommuge kurin rasmiyat ge emmeha bæveringe photo session e kuriya dani.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Nihaya Ahmed, Assistant Director of the Judicial Service Commission. Alongside with me is my colleague, Administrative Officer Amha Abubakar. It is our honor to welcome you to today's ceremony. The ceremony commenced with the recitation from the Holy Quran by Fatmat Mizna, Assistant Director of the Department of Judicial Administration. U.S. Ambassador to the Maldives, Honorable Hugo Yan, will then deliver his remarks. Following his speech, United States Department of Justice Opdet Maldives Legal Specialist Hatif Hilmi will deliver his remarks. Next, the guest of honor, Chief Justice of the Maldives, Ahmed Muthasim Adnan, will address the gathering. The final item on the agenda will be the address by the Chief Judicial Administrator, Aishath Rizna. The ceremony will conclude with a light refreshment. Before we begin with the refreshment, we would like to invite the guests for a photo session.
Kuriya dengati American Rajye Kandalu Wafawa Safir Honorable Hugo Yan ge waqful dekkevun.
I would now like to invite the U.S. Ambassador to the Maldives, Honorable Hugo Yan, to deliver his remarks.
Honorable Chief Justice Adnan, Justices of the Supreme Court, President of the Judicial Service Commission, Hisan Hussein, Chief Judicial Administrator Aishath Rizna, Commissioner of Police Sujao, Deputy Prosecutor General Samir, UNDP Deputy Representative Gan, and of course our keynote for later on in the day, the Honorable Karen Sage, President of the United States National Association of Women Judges. Judges, assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. On behalf of the United States and the U.S. Department of Justice, I want to thank the Chief Justice and esteemed members of the Judicial Service Commission for the opportunity to address this remarkable group of Maldivian women judges. I applaud the role of the Judicial Services Commission for advancing the role of women judges in Maldives. I applaud the role of the judiciary overall in Maldives for advancing the rule of law and access to justice for all persons, aligning itself with international standards, and enhancing the visibility and stature of women in the judiciary. The importance of promoting gender equality, inclusion, and diversity of perspectives and voices in the judiciary is paramount to fairness and equality in the courts and equal justice for all. Women judges enhance the legitimacy of courts by their presence, express an openness and accessibility to those who seek recourse to justice, especially the underrepresented and marginalized groups. This conference allows a safe space for women judges to speak about their unique challenges and their strengths and lessons learned and encouragement to help resolve and endeavor through these challenges. Women judges are an inspiration for more women to take up careers in the justice sector. In fact, my daughter is graduating high school this year, and I've been encouraging her to consider pursuing law. Let's see what she does. But when she comes back this summer, perhaps you can help encourage her. It is a privilege for the United States to partner with the Maldivian judiciary, and we remain committed to supporting the advancement of women judges and legal practitioners throughout the Maldives, especially this year with the Honorable Karen Sage of the 299th Criminal District Court in Travis County, Texas, who is the president of the National Association of Women Judges. It is a great pleasure, and thank you for taking the time to come out this far and to engage with us. And for all, I wish you a very successful conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ambassador.
Korea Dengoti, United States Department of Justice, opted Maldives legal specialist Hatif Hilmi get work for the Kevum.
May I now invite United States Department of Justice opted Maldives legal specialist Hatif Hilmi to deliver his remarks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. May Chief Justice of the Maldives, Honorable Ahmed Muthasim Adnan, United States Ambassador to the Maldives, His Excellency Hugo Yan, Justices of the Supreme Court, President of the Judicial Service Commission, Chief Judicial Administrator, Commissioner of Police, Deputy Prosecutor General, Deputy UNDP Representative, President of the National Association of Women Judges, judges, judicial staff, distinguished delegates, a very good morning to you. The Maldives has had a long judicial history, but it was only in 2007 when we had the first women judges appointed to the bench. Justice Aishath Mohammed to the Civil Court, and Judge Huzaifa Mohammed to the Family Court. And it took 4 more years for judges to be appointed to the Appellate Court. In 2011, Justice Dr. Azmirda Zahir was appointed to the High Court bench. And 8 years later, for the first time in the Maldives, women were appointed to the Supreme Court. In 2019, Justice Dr. Azmirda Zahir and Justice Aishath Mohammed were appointed to the Supreme Court bench. I've had the honor and the privilege of working with all 3 of the judges and learning from them, and I'm really happy to see them all continue to serve on the bench and be an inspiration for women all across the Maldives and elsewhere. The Maldives has come a long way. We've had progress in terms of inclusivity and diversity on the bench, but women judges continue to face unique challenges and obstacles. It is very important to have a platform for women judges to engage and discuss their concerns and share their experiences. The Women Judges Conference offers the unique opportunity for women judges all across the Maldives to come together, to meet, to discuss, and address these challenges and also highlight the important role played by women judges on the bench. I'm really happy to be able to partner with the Judicial Service Commission and the Department of Judicial Administration to host this event. And we would like to thank our Ambassador, Hugo Yan, the Department of State, the Bureau of South Central Asian Affairs for their continued support. And we would like to thank and wish success for all the participants and the organizers of this conference. Thank you.
Shukriya Hatif Hilmi. Miha hisabun mi rasmiyat ke bæverina muhatab ko waqful dekevuma mi rasmiyat ke sharaf veri mehman dve rajye ke uttama fandiyar Ahmed Muthasim Adnan gadihun warang adab veri kamay ko dannawa.
May I now invite the chief guest of this ceremony, Chief Justice Ahmed Muthasim Adnan, to deliver his speech. Chief Justice Ahmed Muthasim Adnan.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Divrajyege Supreme Court ge fandiyarum adi divrajyege court takke fandiyarum Judicial Service Commission ge rise adi memberum divrajya kandaluwa fa hunnawa America Safir, His Excellency Hugo Yan, UNDP ge Deputy Representative, Chief Judicial Administrator Adi mi haftaga bæredanwa emme beflung assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. Dive rajyege court takke fandiyarunge tereng anghem fandiyarunna hasakoggen beve conference feshumge jalsa sharaf veri koddinumaki aluganda libe warabbodu ufale adi fahore anghem fandiyarunna hasakoggen conference bevumge beenumaki sharui court takka masekke kurawa huriha anghem fandiyarunna ettanakan evve masekkatuge tajriba hissako fandiyarunna tajriba kureifawa gonjehuntaka medu mashwarako ekuga masekkekkon hallu hodene misrabta kandayelu zaman badalwane visnuma fikuru badalwane alun menge mavegemwa islam deenuge aslutaka hilaf noa gota anna komme heo badalaka abadwes algon men marhaba kiya algonge hita miharu mi annani mige ahartake kurin mirajyege uttama fandiyarukam kurawa fawa Hussein Salahuddin uttama fandiyar manik fan hadwa fawa lemegge baate e baatuga mionnani zamanan he nula tibeken amane libi nete daka kamai baha miduniyega hingamagu visnawamane izettiri fandiyaru alun menge dusturu emachan emme paru ala ekkamaki mihunge meduga hamahamakan gaim kuruma tafat nukuru divrajyege jumhuriyage ganun asasige sataravana maaddaga haga bayan kurani ganun asasige devana babga bayan koffawa asasi hagguta tafat kurume neti komme mihkabes libigen wa kama adi mi haggutaka miniwankan libidinu muga naslaka nuwata ufan qaumaka nuwata kudayaka nuwata jinsaka nuwata umura nuwata jismani nuwata nafsani nukule dun terikamaka nuwata emi hegge siyasi nuwata enumves visnumaka nuwata mali fudun terikamaka nuwata nisbewa ailayaka nuwata ufan rashaka nuwata minumves kamaka bala tafatu koggen nuwane kama adi hama mimaddage shaviyaniga bayan kurani mujtamauge aamu halatavre nikamit kamel libifawa mihaka nuwata bayaka nuwata ijtimai gotun hasa rakkateri kame libidenje he bayaka ehi terbe dinumattaka nuwata rakkateri kan libidinu mattaka kura kantattakaki තෆාතු කුරුමක නුවානෙකම හම කම තෆාතු නුකුරුමකි බයිනල් අක්වාමි කානූන් එමච්චන් එම්මෙ බාරු අලා එක්කන් අලිෆ්දාල්ගේ චාටරුම් ෆෙෂිගෙන් Universal Declaration of Human Rights adi fahum ekulawali International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights miya belamu mikan wara safwan mi instruments da egotuga ekkamuga vias jinsuge hama kama jinsuge tafat nukuruma ekashigenwa badelen asfa nuati onoisteka addiha evwana aharu alifdalge aamu majlihun elimination of all forms of discrimination against women sido imi adopt kuri alugon menna kiwes kurin alugon mi dennevi international convention takuge baaveri sido ya fahu gender justice ekashigenwa heo badaltake as far way alugon men qabul kuran tafatu nukuruma gaanunge kurimati gaves adi gaanunge himaya libidinum gaves tafatu nukurmaki emme asasi en hamakama hama miyae tafatu nukuruma hamakan gaayem kurumga hassa ehiya beenumwa mihakan nuwata bayaka nuwata ijtimai gotun hassa rakkatirikame libenjehe bayaka ehi terikam for koddinumaki nuwata rakkaterikan libidinumaki tafatu kurumaka nuwaneka ade izetteri fandiyaru tafatu kuruma magfahiwa kanka nattaluma hasa fiyawal taken alan jehe halat taken ebahurikan qabul kuran jehe migotun hasa ehi terikama beenumwa mihunge adi ijtimai gotun hasa rakkaterikame libenjehe farattakuge hekibas neguma efada farattakuge shariyatta kuriya gendiyumge ijraat ka badale gennan jehe kama wanya ekan furhama kurma madani ijraatuge gawaida adi jina ijraatuge gawaida mi dirasataka fahu badal gennan jehen kama alugon deken mige terega geveshi aniyage masal taka jinsi furassarage masal taka adi kudakudinna gule eki masal takuga alugon memmi baba shariat takuga e shariat tak kuriya gendani ijraat tak kandayelum gaya adi hekibas negumuga gennen je badal tak gennen jehen alugon ummidu mikurani miyadu mi feshe conference ke terein anghem fandiyarunna sharoi daira ek terein huri gonjehunta denegane mene kama adi e gonjehun takun aragatma kuranjehe kantatta faahaga kurevigen dane kama adi efada gonjehun takun aragane mintige hama kama ek masek ekura judiciary ekan heduma alugon men emmen ekuga masek ekurevene kama adi efada emmeha masekketta kaamiyabegen diumaki alugon geves ummidu alugon ge wahaka kol nimmalum ge kurin mi conference intizam kurumga ehi devi huriha farattaka wara ihlas teri kamaeku shukur dannawa ade wakin hasako alugon fahaga kuran amerika sarkarum vedevi ehi teri kama adi UNDP vedevamun gendawa ehi teri kam adi miya eku Judicial Service Commission ge rais adi memberum adi Chief Judicial Administrator e ofihuge memberum kurawa masekke balagane ebe furna wara ihlas teri kamae shukur dannawa alugonge wahaka nimmalamu Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ya dua dannawani alugon men mikura masekkatuga barakallahu alugon mena mikan kurumge nasib minbar ko devuma wassalamu alaykum
shukriya uttama fandiyar mi rasmiyat nimmalumuge gotum waqful dekewma Chief Judicial Administrator Alustaza Aishath Rizna gerihun edi dannawa
May I now invite Chief Judicial Administrator Aishath Rizna to deliver her closing remarks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chief Justice of the Maldives, Ahmed Muthasim Adnan, Justices of the Supreme Court, Chair of the Judicial Service Commission, Hisan Hussain, U.S. Ambassador to the Maldives, His Excellency Hugo Yan, UNDP Deputy Resident Representative, Ms. Pek Chuan Gan, Commissioner of Police, Deputy Prosecutor General, distinguished judges of the Maldivian judiciary, colleagues from international development agencies, esteemed invitees, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to you all. It is an absolute honor to stand before such a distinguished gathering of women judges, a true testament to the progress we have made and the barriers we have broken thus far. As we embark on the second Maldivian Women Judges Conference, I'm filled with a profound sense of pride and inspiration that we have come this far. Today is also a celebration of the remarkable achievements the Maldivian judiciary has attained on gender equality. We are also marking a significant milestone in our journey towards a more equitable and gender-balanced judiciary. No doubt, initiatives such as this will definitely help us to address the various challenges faced by women in our judiciary and ensuring that their voices are influential and impactful. The Maldivian historical context and the current achievements in increasing the number of women judges are not just milestones, but also stepping stones towards greater justice and equality. As we are gathered here today, it's a moment of reflection on the strides we have made and the path that lies ahead of us. Reflecting on the recommendations laid out from our inaugural conference last year, it is heartening to see the progress we have made in several key areas. We have embarked on a journey to extend the career path for women judges, recognizing the need for policy changes within our legal education system. Successful implementation of initiatives such as the Judiciary for Juniors program contributes towards nurturing the next generation of legal professionals. Moreover, efforts to ensure a fair recruitment process for all judges are underway with plans for gender sensitization programs for the interviewers. Steps have also been taken towards enhancing security of judges and fostering healthier, more flexible work environments. Through mandatory gender sensitization programs, gender sensitization sessions, and various training programs on productivity and mental health as well as stress management, we are hoping to foster a judiciary that is not only efficient, but is also supportive of its members' well-being. However, there's much more to be done, and our work here is not complete. Establishing mechanisms to investigate matters such as character assassination attempts and promoting public awareness of the roles and responsibilities of judges remain as key priorities. Additionally, we must also continue our efforts to improve public perception towards women judges, including from an Islamic perspective, and inspire trust through transparent reporting of case statistics. Throughout this conference, we have the opportunity to engage in dialogue, share insights, and learn from one another's experiences. Let us seize this opportunity to forge connections, foster collaboration, and empower one another to collectively address these issues and chart the course for a more inclusive judiciary in the Maldives. I would like to take this opportunity to extend our appreciation to the US government, specifically US Ambassador, His Excellency Hugo Yan, and his team for their contributions, which has enabled us to advance critical justice sector strengthening programs, as well as enhance judicial education and training and promote the rule of law in the Maldives. A special acknowledgement goes to Hatif Hilmi, legal specialist at the Overseas Prosecutorial Development, Assistance and Training in the US Department of Justice, for his continued support and thorough coordination, which has been crucial in organizing this conference. We are also very pleased to have Honorable Judge Karen, President of the National Association for Women Judges, who is a facilitator of this Women's Conference. Thank you for taking time out from your busy schedule and traveling all the way to be with us today. Our sincere appreciation also goes to UNDP Maldives, Deputy Resident Representative and her team for their unwavering support and technical expertise that has gone into the development of the conference for a second year. We are also very pleased to have Ms. Aparna, Program Advisor, Rule of Law, Security and Human Rights from the Regional Bureau of Asia and Pacific at UNDP, whose expertise will definitely add value to the sessions lined up for the next 2 days, which will help us realize the objectives of this conference. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge the partnership that was forged for the very first Women's Conference in the Maldives with the British High Commission and the UK government, which we held last year, along with UNDP Maldives. Specifically, I would also like to thank High Commissioner Her Excellency Karen Rossler and her team for their support in bringing this idea to a reality for the women judges of Maldives. Last but not least, I also extend a special thanks to our dedicated administration team who have worked tirelessly for months to ensure that every detail of this conference was meticulously planned and executed. Your commitment to excellence has made this conference a remarkable success. In closing, let us remember the pioneers who have paved the way for us and the generation of women judges who will follow their footsteps. Together, we are part of a legacy of resilience, courage, and integrity, a legacy that continues to shape the course of history. Let us continue to build on the progress to make sure that equality under the law also transcends into equality in representation and practice. Together, we can shape a judiciary that does not uphold the principles of justice, but also serves as a beacon of empowerment for generations to come. I'm confident that our time together here will be both enlightening and empowering, and I look forward to the invaluable discussions and connections that lie ahead. Wishing everyone a very successful conference. Thank you.
Shukriya, Chief Judicial Administrator. Ad miha hisabu mi rasmiyat nimuni. Rasmiyat ge bæveringe photo session of fahu tia befrunge sharafka tayyar kuraifa wa bile mir kollev me onnane. Mi rasmiyat ga bævadagen devi emmeha befrunan advis effar shukur dannawan. Ad mi conference ke emmeha intizam tan hamajesumuga Crossroads ke faratun libunu ebbarulumai ehiterikam fahagako ebe furna ves shukur dannawan. Emmeha befurna ufaveri adi baajweri dohakan eden.
Next is a photo session of the participants of this ceremony. All participants are invited to join a light refreshment after the photo session. Before we conclude, I would like to thank the team at Crossroads for their invaluable support to ensure everything was set as our requests. Thank you once again for joining this ceremony, and I wish everyone a pleasant day. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.